good morning, and good afternoon to the people on the East Coast. Really, 12:43 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The date 11/19/2014. We have Icpt, which is a biotechnology stock. On 1/6 of 2014, the stock was trading at about $76. It gapped up, and the low end of this gap 2 days later on 1/8/2014 is where we had this gap, and it gapped up big time. And then we ran all the way up here to the high of $497. And people do know one thing for sure, and I'm going to show you now. One of the things that I would like to point out to everyone around the world and our traders around the world and everybody is that Icpt drop headline 206.75, sold out short off the highs. You do the math. That's where we were getting short. And it's all right here. Learn how to trade the stocks off the bottom. Icpt. Nobody can deny it. And we have lots of coverages on Icpt and the biotech. Way down here, Icpt. That was a $92 drop on that date. Right here. Right here. So, we're always excited about something that's working. And remember, this is before the fact, not after the fact. People do not make money after the fact. You've got to know why it's going to go down. And the pundits, well, everybody loves it, but they don't own it. They didn't short it. And we have all the proof right here. Yes, we do. Right here, headline news. Right here. Right here. Icpt. Check it out. It was a headline back then, and it dropped huge, just like it's doing now. And so I want people to be encouraged about taking a look at Icpt before the big drop that I'm showing. And Icpt had it drop down to 206. It was sold out. It likes to jump off the bottom. We have the live training videos with live entries and exits right there. And once again, I'm going to get back to the daily chart. They had a problem with the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. And then you've had a lot of downgrades and some upgrades. And basically, the FDA is asking them to go back and redo their trials around the liver, the toxicity. And what I'm going to show you now is right here. Right here. It was down $74, sure. It had a close on Thursday, check it out, of 246.98. This is the high on Friday at 208.9. So you already had a huge gap down. And you had from that high to the low of 162 is a $46 range on Icpt. And, hey, the market goes up and the market goes down, and you make that money all the way around. What I am going to do is show the weekly bar right now on Icpt. Now, listen, this is that daily gap in here. And so we're going to have to do some mathematics again. One of the things that I have right here is a weekly chart. I want everyone to see what that weekly move was on Icpt. And that was $65 low. And in 1 week, from $65 to $497, there's never been a stock on this planet that's done that. None. And it just goes to show you how crooked that high frequency buy scripts and sell scripts are taking place in some of these names. This line right here is what we call a 100-week moving average. And that number is $149 right here. So We broke this level, and when we did, I'm going to blow this up. This is a very exciting stock. That means that the FDA has sent them back to do some more um, research on what they're trying to do. So basically, we have the 100 week at 149. We have the 50 week, which is violated at 255. The 10 week moving average at 241. And then the 20 week moving average on the lower end of that was 244. So the next one is this line right here. That's its 100 week moving average. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and draw a trend line. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it right above here. Now, I want everyone to know that on Friday, that low was 162, which created a $46 intraday move. Now, what I would like people to know, everybody got stuck in this stock and down $74 to the close of that 172. So basically, when I tell you about the 100-week moving average at 149, that's ultimately going to be a major critical level of support. We will be trading this tomorrow morning. We had some of our bigger traders in this stock, and I showed you on stock market funding. Yes, I did. I showed you before the fact, right here. That was done on 10/8 of 2014, right here. And you could see right here a big short that we had and another big short. And we have complete coverage on Icpt. Very volatile stock, but nonetheless, we're taking it down. And that's the weekly on Icpt. And we've already showed the daily. That's right here at the bottom. And we already broke. I'll just blow this part up for everybody before we get moving on everything else. Here's what I will do just for everybody right now. I'll take this trend tool. I'm gonna go right here with it. There. And now this is a daily chart. And I'm gonna go over here where this last support level was. And when this thing was over here, it was on 1015. When this stock went from 180 and just shot to the high on the daily up here. I want people to understand that this lower trend line is ultimately going to be resistance. And it's broken this whole move here. So definitely the technical damage has been done. I'm also going to point another thing. I am going to show you that when we get into a daily sell signal and these bars are going down, you can see how this stock just went straight down. Right now, as of Friday, with a huge monster gap open down, we got a daily sell signal that's right now, right here, and it's the first one. So the data that we're really going to look at is that with these trend lines right through here, is ultimately going to be support 1, support 2, and support 3, or just vice versa. It really doesn't matter. But this is a piece of the chart that we have to work with. There is no other piece except for that gap that we talked about. So here it is. I just blew that up right there. Oops, sorry about that. And that's the way it is on the daily. So this is the daily bar, and this is what we're going to be trading off of tomorrow morning.